Hello everyone, it is Snufster Network here. Welcome back to another Real Racing 3 video and the final one in the finally finishing amateur series. This is actually a second take of this due to a few mishaps in the first attempt at the recording. So now I've wasted some car condition on the car that I'm going to be using, but if you watched the last video, which was at least recorded in the same day as this one, hopefully I can get them up in time and close enough together, but whatever. I still haven't got the one up from Monday, and it's now Friday, the 29th of March. So we'll just have to see, but final cup that I have in amateur is Mount Panorama in the Global Production Pursuit series, the Maplethorpe Tires Global Masters final round. Last video I did Silverstone, and now we have Mount Panorama. Again, going to be using this Dodge Challenger. I would probably use this car, but I haven't done anything with it customizable wise. It just has the special colored paint job that I made out of using squares. But we're going to be using this Austin Cindric car that I have, custom made of course, and going from the back of the field. 3 laps to do so. My last attempt, it was going pretty well most of the time, but we'll just have to see. Already off to a pretty average start. Looks like that black car is just really slow because oh, okay, wow. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but that was... Sometimes you literally just can't get through the clump of cars when they all stop like that, and then you get slowed down and your car just decides not to accelerate. So now, instead of being up near the top 10, I'm still stuck back in 17th on the straightaway. So, looks like things are already going a little bit worse than they were in my last attempt at recording this. But here we go, almost going to make it 3 wide for just a moment there, but they're all going to slow up, and we've damaged the car already, which is not ideal. And you saw me pause it for a second. That was just because I needed to get a thumbnail shot. But with how this is, I always end up forgetting at the end, and so I'm just doing it as I go now, especially since this time I have like completion rewards to get and whatever. And I want to do that on video, which means I wouldn't have a chance to go back and look for a thumbnail within the race replay. So I got one there. We'll just roll with that. It causes a slight interruption in the gameplay. Not much, though, that I need to... I'm just not going to bother editing the pause out. It's not going to be worth the time. But here we go. Down through this sector of the racetrack. We got a group of 3 in a line going to the downhill, which is a much faster section of the racetrack. Into the top 5 here, racing another Dodge down this hill, and here we go onto the really long straightaway, and hitting multiple walls in the process of getting there. So, you know, pluses and minuses, but for this part I think it will just go in car. This will get the experience of driving this straightaway from inside the race car. So accelerating pretty well, gonna hit 160, maybe 170, yep, we're going to hit 170 here. Slight bend, but it continues, and then we get this turn right here. And we're going to end up in the grass. How nice. But, oh, well, I was going to hopefully be able to say something about being pretty far ahead, but surprisingly still, not even a 50-yard gap over 5th place at the end of lap 1. So again, I doubt I'm not going to win this. The way this works, I should be able to win, but slight setback being in 4th right now after 1 lap, but still got plenty of time around this race circuit to make something happen. So we're pulling ahead of 5th, but staying about even behind 3rd. Yeah, seems to be staying pretty steady. 65 yards, still 65. He's not pulling away very much, and then in this corner you're going to see him brake really hard, really early. So there we go. That was perfect. That was perfect. Often in that turn, I'll make some mistake the way I brake, and I'll lose grip, and I'll go up into the wall. But that was really well executed on my part. I made it through there pretty well, and past the car that was scratched. Now we're on the really slow part of the racetrack. Going up the steep part of the track, and then when you go down here a little bit, probably going to accelerate really quick. Yep. Gonna pick up speed there, swing through there, another corner right here, trying to catch up to 2nd. So we're at least in trophy position right now, and going down the hill, we're going to probably catch him. Well, not like that. Yeah, well, it's common for me to hit a wall at least once per lap at this place. And they're going to make contact. And he's going to get away, probably. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is just going to be a battle down the straightaway, drag racing him. Not exactly, but he's staying about steadily in front of me. He's not pulling away like the bots do at most tracks. So that works. We're gonna. Oh yeah, he's gonna brake really early there. So here we go, second place. And I cycled through the cameras a little too quickly. So there we go. Second place. There's first. Coming to the white flag here. So I should be able to get this. We picked up second spot on the last lap. Second and third. Got through those. So we just have one car left. And he's 250 yards in front. So that's my inconvenience here. But again, with some sections of this racetrack, I should be able to catch him. I think that car's definitely one of the best spots in the field. Obviously, that's why he's up front, but he's accelerating a lot better than I am. Maybe I should have went with my bland blue car instead of my Austin Cindric, but so what? So what? We're gonna catch him a bit through here, and hopefully make that corner not quite as smooth as last lap, but we got through there without hitting a wall again. So that's at least good. And then here's another one of these slow parts. Just gotta work through here. Here's a spot where I'll make mistakes often. You see I almost lost traction there. Just a slow, steady 70-mile-an-hour climb up this mountain. Still not making up very much ground here, which is not a good thing, but hopefully with one of these next sections I'm able to catch up to him. Make something happen, because it would not be very nice to lose an amateur race in a game that I've become far more experienced than amateur in. So we'll just work downhill here. I don't know, I'm starting to think maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'm catching him actually really well down the mountain. So if I'm able to catch him before the end of this race, it'll probably be at the end of this first straightaway, where I took second last lap. Because he's going to slow up really early, compared to me especially, and that will be my chance to at least gain some ground. So past this first kink, you see he's going to slow up really early, and I don't think I'm going to catch him. Well, that's disappointing. I just lost an amateur race, which means I'm going to have to redo this and maybe just use my bland car instead. Yeah, not going to get him. That's not what I was looking for. Now I have a cat on my legs. But yeah, second place. That's real great there. So this is just going to go up as an attempt 1 video. I spent 8.5 minutes recording it. I might as well put it up. But second place is not going to cut it when you're trying to complete a series. And now the car is also in need of servicing. So I guess that works out for that. But now I'm going to end up having to redo this with my other car. So it's 99% completion. So I'm going to have to use this car that has better acceleration and hope for the best. So yeah, if you liked watching my first video loss, it was a pretty good race. But if you enjoyed what you saw or whatever, just make sure to hit like and subscribe to boost this a little bit, and hopefully these can get a little bit more popular, and then I'll be doing some even better videos beyond just amateur soon. I might actually just go do that right now and then come back to this once I've put something onto this BMW. So yeah, that's it for this failed attempt at completing amateur.